We are just hours away from the 2025 NFL draft, and you might be seeing this during the draft. I don't know. Make sure you guys come and check out the live stream. You guys can see the all grid inspired Lions Syndicate royal blue shirt. This was the closest I could get to Honolulu blue. I like this one. Doesn't pop as much, but I like this one nonetheless. Well, you probably see me in a different shirt all 3 days of the NFL draft. But the Detroit Lions could get a pass rusher, somebody that Brad Holmes was looking at in 2022 before Aiden Hutchinson fell to us at second overall, and that is Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now, I've been making a lot of videos on him. They haven't really been doing that well. I don't think you guys are that interested, but it is a real possibility that the Detroit Lions could land Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now, there's been some rumors. There's rumors all over the place that the Detroit Lions are going to take a wide receiver, a safety, a cornerback, an offensive lineman, and some of you in the comment section even want an offensive lineman in the first round. I myself would like an edge rusher, but the Detroit Lions may just do just that. Now, there are reports, and here are they. This is coming from Slick Rick Scoops. Now, this guy actually was the first place. Shout out to the Lion King on Twitter. This was the first place I saw about the Kirby Joseph news before it even happened. This was hours before the contract extension actually happened. He said lots of growing noise that the Giants are heavily shopping Kayvon Thibodeaux as a deal sweetener to help them get back into the first round. Further confirmation of the Carter pick at third overall. Now, I'm going to tell you why I think this is 100% fact. And I told you guys that the rumors, there is smoke to a lot of these pre-draft rumors, and even outside of the draft, there's a lot of smoke. That means there's a small fire. The Detroit Lions are picking 28th. Now, we know, I think that this is all depending on how the draft board falls. You think it's going to be Cam Ward, then it's going to be Travis Hunter, then it's going to be Abdul Carter. There was some noise, some kind of white noise that the Giants and Cleveland Browns might have traded back. That's not going to happen. So once they take Abdul Carter at number 3, that will mean that they need their quarterback. Now, the first place I heard this, shout out to the Dern, actually PFF made a kind of a draft where this was the case. That was the very first place I heard it. So shout out to the Dern and shout out to PFF, even though I don't really pay attention to their numbers like that. Why do I think this will happen? I think this will happen because Brad Holmes, well, do I think it will happen? I don't know if it will happen, but I think that it is quite the possibility because we know that Brad Holmes is all about, he's a wild card. He could take an offensive lineman. He could take any number of things. It depends on who he feels, him and Dan Campbell feel are the best players available. But this might be too good of an offer to pass up. Let me show you what I mean. Now, here are the Detroit Lions draft picks heading into the 2025 NFL draft. Right now, we're sitting at 28, we've got 60, we've got 102. And yes, you can trade compensatory picks. That is actually a thing. So there's what we're sitting at right now. And here are the New York Giants. They've got 3 and 34. Now, they want to come up to the first round potentially to get their quarterback and have that available 5th-year option. Why do I think this is a huge possibility? Because, like I said before, Brad Holmes loves to do, he's a wild card, and he will do whoever he feels is BPA. And as much as that would break my heart because I feel like we need a pass rusher, he probably won't take one. I mean, every year that I've hoped and dreamed, the last time he took one in the first round was one he couldn't pass up, which was Aiden Hutchinson. But he was interested in Kayvon Thibodeaux. There is a real possibility if the rumors are if Hutch would have went first, then Trayvon Walker would have went second, but it didn't work out that way. But we know that Brad Holmes was at the bowl that the Oregon Ducks were playing in. He also took Penei Sewell the draft before that. So I think this is a real possibility because it would like kill 2 birds kind of with 1 stone if you were to do this. Now, here is what some are saying that I think it's around this, what would be happening on Twitter. We already know what his salary is going to be, very minimal, less than Jamison Williams, or more than Jamison Williams, but less than Aiden Hutchinson with him being the 5th overall pick. But it's not going to be that much. Now, the Detroit Lions would have to decide whether or not they are going to pick up his 5th-year option, him, Jamison Williams, and we're still waiting on that extension from Aiden Hutchinson. But here's what could possibly happen. I think that I saw that the Detroit Lions would trade 28. They would go back to 34, and we would trade 28 and 102 to the New York Giants. The New York Giants would give us 34. I think it might be Kayvon Thibodeaux, and pick 154, which is a 5th round pick. That would add up to, and we don't have a 5th round pick. So we would gain a fifth round pick. We would lose the comp pick of 102. We would trade back from 28 to 34. We would gain 34. We would take 154, and we would get Kayvon Thibodeaux as part of that deal. Now, here's why I can see that happening. Because it frees up the Lions to not take an early pass rusher, because we'll kind of already have one. Now, Kayvon is not the in-the-dirt guy that Aiden Hutchinson is, but he can still get to the quarterback. And even though he missed quite a few games last year, he had 5.5 sacks, 11.5 the year before that. Wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad. If Brad Holmes could do that, I would not be mad. Now, I still think that there would be some type of defensive lineman. If we would give up pick 102, that means we would have to do something with 60, and it would be very intriguing to see what the Detroit Lions would do at 60. But I think that this is a real possibility, but it depends on how the draft board falls. Let's go to Tankathon. They're usually super duper wrong, but let's go to the end of the first round and see where the quarterback that the Jackson Dart, this is who the New York Giants will be looking at. Now, they would have to assuming that he's still there at 28, that the Washington Commanders weren't going to take him. Probably not. The Buffalo Bills, probably not. The Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, could he go to this team here? This might be what is prompting the jump, because if you look at this, there's no need for him to go here. 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 So they must be worried about the Cleveland Browns. That must be what this is. So this might be a way that the Detroit Lions could land Kayvon Thibodeaux. He would be a deal sweetener. So we would get 2 picks. We would get 34, 154 in Kayvon Thibodeaux. They would get 28 and 102. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and give me your thoughts on the shirt. I like it. Of course, I couldn't get Honolulu Blue, the website that I was using. I think in some cases they let you actually pick your color. I was going to put it, I know it by heart, 0076B6. That is the color code for Honolulu Blue. But this is their version of royal blue. It's got a little bit of white in it, so I think that helps it blend a little bit better. But I still like it nonetheless. Right now, I have to say black is my favorite, but I would probably wear either one to the games. Well, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Again, the merchandise won't be on sale for quite a while. And somebody asked, would I have fitted or snapback hats? They're going to be Velcro or snapback, because fitted, no, man. My head is big, and I could only imagine you trying to pick the perfect hat. No, fitted hats are great, but you have to get that side. And if your hair start growing, then no, we might be able to get the stretchy boys too. I don't know if they do those, but the stretchy boys ain't half bad. I myself like the Velcro, give it a little, your hair can breathe in the back, but Velcro, snapback, but not fitted for sure, man. Fitteds are tough. Your hair grow just a little bit and you are hit. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. 2 birds, 1 stone. How likely do you think it is that Kayvon Thibodeaux will be traded? I think it's super likely, especially how it is with the if Carter, which probably will be, they're going to take Carter. I think that's going to open up. And the only team, from my opinion, that they have to worry about potentially scalping Jackson Dart would be the Cleveland Browns. Because as far as I know, they've got Deshaun Watson, but I don't know who their backup is. I know Jameis Winston left. I feel like it's somebody over there. I know Flacco is still playing, but he's not playing there. So I don't know. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. If you're watching this and it's after 7, I will be live. Check my the icon. I will be live with myself, Spirit of Detroit podcast, as we do round 1. We will have the Dern joining us a little later, and hopefully we get a call from our boots on the ground reporter, man. He can let us know how the NFL draft is. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other, and as always, go Lions.